know I keep telling you this, but I sure wish you'd talk to me. I can sort things out when we talk. I'm kind of confused. I think somebody tried to set Kelly up, and at the hearing today, I'm just a little worried about it, darling, because I'm afraid I'm going to have to do something kind of drastic to get your sister off the hook.
You will.
And mainly, I just want you back. Eden? Can you hear me?
Yes.
I wish to God there was some way I knew you were going to be all right. Nurse! You don't understand. What I saw was her crying.
Mr. Castillo, I do understand.
Then why did you say that it was involuntary?
Mr. Castillo, comatose patients often have
Nurse,
involuntary
I was
responses.
talking to her, and she responded to something I said.
I'm sorry. Believe me, I know how hard it is.
No, you don't. I know what you're up to.
You always do.
Voluntary response, my butt. I love your style, darling. Listen, I'm going to have to take off for a little while. I hate to, but the hearing's about to start, and I've got to do something to help Kelly.
I know. Cruz?
Hi.
I just saw the nurse leave.
Yeah.
Is there any change?
Yeah. She cried a little. I was talking to her, and she cried. She knows what I'm saying. I know she does.
Well, I think she does, too.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, Sophia. I'm fine. But I'm glad you're here, because I was just about to say goodbye.
You gonna go to the courthouse?
If you don't mind.
No, I want to stay here for a while. I'll be over there later.
Okay.
Okay.
Forgive me, I didn't ask how you were doing.
I'm all right. I really am. Something happened last night. I don't know what it was exactly. But what I do know is that I now have Cece to lean on. It makes all the difference in the world.
Thank God.
How's Eden?
Basically unchanged.
Cruz, I don't want to push you, but there isn't much time.
What have you got, Mason?
You know what I've got.
Enough to get Kelly off?
Yes?
Even though her hypnosis isn't admissible?
Cruz, I could put you on the stand. You'd be under oath. I could make you tell the judge what happened.
Well, that would be hearsay.
You tampered with evidence. The case would be thrown out. And I'd go after you, not Eden.
Mason, I'm not trying to protect myself.
Don't you think I know that? And I don't want to hurt Eden. But my job is to defend Kelly, and I'll do anything I can to get those charges dropped.
Yeah, I just, wish to God I had a little more time.
There isn't any more time.
Yeah. I believe I've discovered someone else who was in the house that night.
Will this person incriminate Eden?
That's hard to say. But I'm fairly certain she would clear Kelly since Kelly didn't kill Quinn, and that'd be all the judge needed to hear, right?
Am I the only one who finds it unsettling that the detective in charge of this case is constantly in conference with the defense? Aren't you supposed to be on my side, Cruz?
Hey, don't say anything to me, all right? Just don't talk.
Oh, somebody got up on the wrong side of the bed. Nice to see that you shaved for the court appearance. We do want to make a good impression, after all.
I was really sorry to hear about Eden.
Their moral superiority renders them mute. Come on, my dear. We must confer.
You know, I find it difficult to stomach that she is walking around free while my wife is lying in a hospital bed because she wanted to do the right thing.
Let's get to work.
I wonder what the hell he's up to now.
Listen, you sure I don't need a lawyer?
What the hell do you need a lawyer for? You've got me.
Yeah, but when I get on the stand, I'm going to be saying some pretty incriminating things.
About Kelly. You're going to be incriminating her.
Well, are you absolutely sure that I have immunity? The Cowgirls are going to be really angry, and I've got to tell you, Keith, I'm a little scared of Robert.
Flame, just stick to the truth, as we have determined it. Don't be afraid. You have the protection of the office of the District Attorney of Santa Barbara. Boy, do I hate that dress.
I can't believe it. Are you sure? I don't like it. I hate asking questions I don't know the answers to.
Be that as it may, it's our best chance of getting Kelly alive.
I'll try everything else before I do that. Dad's talking to the governor.
Well, that's not going to work, whereas this will have a chance.
I know what this is doing to you, and I'm sorry.
It's not a problem. We got to take care of Kelly. And we'll find a way to take care of Eden. And finally, a way to take care of Keith.
It was simply the most amazing, extraordinary thing. You know, in filmmaking, there's something that they call rack focus, and that's when the foreground is in focus and clear, and the background is blurry, and then with just a simple touch to the focus, they can change the background and to make that very clear in the foreground to be blurry. Honey, I'm not saying that our problems are all over. I mean, if your dad and I didn't have problems, it just wouldn't be us. But it just seems like all of a sudden, things came into focus for me. And I can see clearly the love we have for each other. And the strength that gives both of us. And I know that Cece felt too. I just don't know what happened or why it happened. But it was like some divine intervention. And I know things are going to be okay with Kelly again, and this terrible nightmare is going to be over. You know, one of the last fights I had with your dad, one of our biggest and loudest fights was about his interfering and his never listening to me. And last night he asked my advice about something. And you know what else? He actually listened to what I had to say. So I'm going to go over to that courthouse pretty soon, at the end of the hearing. And I know Kelly's going to be released. And then I'm going to bring her right back over here to see you. Oh, we're so lucky to have Cruz and to have Mason working for us. And we're so lucky to be family.
I don't like it. I can't control the testimony because I haven't gone over it with her.
Unlike Art, we're the opponent and his star witness.
Flame may be dressed like a librarian, but believe me, I'm going to have a lot of fun destroying your
I
credibility.
have no statements to make. I will not talk to you at all right now.
Take your card.
Yes, all right. I'll be there. Thank you very much. I'm going to have to leave. Would you please make sure that there's someone with Eden all the time? Of course. Thank you very much. I'll be back, darling. And I'm going to come back with some really good news, I promise. So help me God.
Miss Benedict, where were you on the evening of November 26th?
I would have to think.
Perhaps I can help you. We met that evening at the Orient Express. Mr. Timmons came and spoke to you.
Yes, right. We had a meeting, and I think I was a little late because there was a storm and a blackout that night.
Was that the only reason?
I'm sorry?
When you arrived, you were soaking. I suggested you have a brandy.
Yes, that's right.
Miss Benedict, over the months, I have told many people how reliable you are, prepared for any contingency. And yet that evening, with a violent storm raging, you had no umbrella.
I'd misplaced it.
Is this it? I should warn you, it's been tested for fingerprints.
Yes, it looks like my umbrella.
Inspector Castillo found it in your room last night. Would you care to tell us where you picked it up from last night?
From Kelly's. From Mr. Armitage's house.
Did you leave it there the night we met at the Orient Express? The night Quinn Armitage was killed. I need an answer.
Yes, I left it there that night. I knew that Kelly and Eden hadn't been getting along very well, so I thought I might just stop over and try to cheer Kelly up. But nobody answered when I knocked on the door. And it was raining very hard, so I thought I would just wait until the storm subsided before driving back. So I tried the door, and it was open, and I let myself in. And I guess my umbrella was wet, and I just left it there and didn't realize that I left it there until last night.
Did you see Kelly when you entered the room?
No, I didn't see anyone. I called out to Kelly, and then I heard a shot.
You heard a shot?
Well, that's what I thought it was at the time. And then I saw Kelly at the top of the stairs, and she was staring at something. But I couldn't see what she was staring at.
Did she have a gun in her hand?
No, I could see her hands very clearly. She didn't have anything in her hands.
Yet you had just heard a shot. Had she had time to get rid of the gun?
No, she didn't.
No further questions.
Well, I have a couple. I would like to congratulate Mr. Capwell on his restraint, his lack of curiosity. First, he introduces a surprise witness who could answer so many questions, and then gives us such a cursory examination. Well, I would like to dig a little bit deeper. Miss Benedict, I'd like to get to know you a little better. What is your permanent residence?
300 Park Lane.
Wouldn't it be faster to say that you live at the Capwell Mansion? That you work for them? That you live there? But are so much more than an employee? Kelly's maid of honor, Mason's right-hand lady, the brunette daughter that C.C. never had?
Objection.
Establishing bias.
Overruled. But watch your tone, Mr. Timmons.
Would it be accurate to state that you are a very close friend of the Capwell family?
Yes.
That you are, in fact, their foster child?
Yes, I am.
Would you say you loved them?
Yes.
Good. Well, Mr. Capel would like to keep us all dangling, but I'm going to spoil his suspense. Miss Benedict, when you saw Kelly, Mirable Dick 2, at the top of the stairs, gunless, what happened then?
I heard footsteps, and I was scared.
Of course you were.
So I ducked back into the foyer, and I saw...
Go on, we're on the edge of our seats.
I saw Eden kind of dragging Kelly down the stairs. It looked like she had passed out.
And Eden? How did Eden look?
Objection. Calls for a conclusion.
Sustained.
All right. Let's stick to the facts. You said when you saw Kelly, she didn't have a gun in her hand.
Yes, that's right.
Did you see anyone who did have a gun?
Objection. This was not covered in direct. Mr. Timmons is out of order.
Oh, come on, Cap. Well, get real. You produced a surprise witness. Your Honor.
Overruled.
Did you see anyone who did have a gun? Pardon me?
Eden.
So, Kelly was found with a gun with a silencer. And you have just stated that you heard a shot and saw Eden with a gun. Did that gun have a silencer?
No.
So, now we have a close friend of the family who is saving one daughter by incriminating the other. A woman who is in a coma, unable to defend herself. Go figure. No further questions.
The witness may stand down.
I'm sorry, Cece.
We'll talk later.
Your Honor, I would like to introduce the forensics report on the gun found in Mr. Hunt's apartment. Gun that has my client's fingerprints on the trigger. It clearly states that there's not a trace of gunpowder on the print, and the pressure points in the print are not indicative of the trigger actually being pulled. They are indicative, however, of somebody pressing the print onto the metal, which suggests, of course, that somebody else fired the gun that killed Mr. Armitage and then pressed the gun into my client's hand.
It's all right. Kelly's free. Everything's going to be fine. I didn't kill Quinn. We just need to concentrate on who really did.
Is everything okay?
Oh, yeah. There's no change. Is it over?
Just about. I think Kelly's going to be released.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to be with Eden now. I'll talk to you later, okay?
Cruz.
Yeah.
Thank you for helping with Kelly.
Sure.
Yeah.
I love you. But Cassie did not see a gun in Quinn's hand, so I still can't prove self-defense.
I didn't kill Quinn. It wasn't me.
At least Kelly's going to be home now. And I did see you cry earlier, so I know that you'll be coming home too, won't you, darling? It's just all going to pass.
Excuse me, could you tell me where Eden Castillo's room is, please?
Right there. You're Keith Timmons, aren't you? Is it true that you dropped the charges against Kelly Capwell?
Word travels fast.
That's great. That means the hypnosis worked, doesn't it?
Say what?
The other night, Dr. Lawrence hypnotized her so she would remember what happened.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you'd know about that.
Yeah, sure. Look, could you find a vase for these? think Dr. Lawrence is Dr. Jamie Lawrence of the SBPD, a consultant. Get her down here. Toot sweet, like now.
Okay.
Go, 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 go.
I'm down.
So Kelly took a trip down memory lane. Life gets better and better. Dum, dum, da, dum, dum, da, dum.